Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Mark, and today I'm gonna talk to you guys about how my first furry convention went and how it went utterly horrible for me. Okay, so let's give a little backstory here. So back in like 2019, I found out what the furry fandom was. I found them on YouTube. I saw the fursuits. I was like, oh my gosh, I love the fursuits so much. I ended up finding a few furry content creators and I started watching their videos. I watched them every day because I was like, oh my gosh, I love the fursuits. The fursuits are so adorable. And I was watching con videos of people going to conventions. I was like, what? This is so cool. I want to do this one day. Like, I really want to do this. I found out about the furry fandom. It was like the end of 2019. So it was like December. And I remember thinking, I really want to go to a con, but I am poor. I was making no money. Like, I was super poor. I was working at a skating rink. So I was only making like $7.25 an hour. So it was like really bad. I started saving and I saved up and I bought my ticket to go to FWA. I booked a motel, and then the motel wasn't main or anything like a main area. I stayed like 10 minutes away because I drove. At the time, I lived only 2 hours from FWA. So I drove to FWA. When I booked everything, I didn't have a debit or credit card. My parents made those scary for some odd reason. They're like, oh, you have to be careful. They have so many fees, hidden this. Ooh, it's so scary. And so I was terrified to get one because I was like, oh, they're gonna just eat all my money. And I did not have that. So I only had cash on me. It's the day of the con for me. And the day of the con for me is Friday evening because I left work and I could not get off work for this. So I head there, I go and get my wristband. I'm super excited, but I'm also extremely nervous. I'm going to this con by myself, mind you. By myself. I have no idea. I don't know anybody. I don't know anyone. I'm going here all by myself and I'm just gonna like try to figure it out. After I get my wristband and I get all my stuff together, I find a bathroom in the main hotel area, like the main lobby where everybody's at. And I go into this bathroom stall and I change into a onesie outfit of Sully from Monster Inc. I wanted to wear something so bad that I went to Walmart and I bought this. I have a picture of it, like right here. Here's a picture of me with MOSFET. I don't have a lot of pictures because I lost all of them when my old iPhone died because it fell and it killed itself and I couldn't turn it back on. I walked around the con dressed up as Sully, and oddly, I got a few compliments in this onesie. I was like, what? People like this thing? I thought it was really funny. But I was super anxious the whole time because I didn't know anybody. I was all by myself. And so a lot of times I would sit there and just watch fursuiters talk and hang out from the distance because I was like, oh, they're so cool. Like, I wanna go say hi and get a photo, but I was so scared. My social skills were so bad, and they're still so bad. I would want to go take photos with people. I would try to like go take photos. I got a few photos, but I was so scared. I was like terrified. I would see some of the content creators that I liked, and I wanted to take a photo with them, and I would like go over there to the group of people and end up just like standing there frozen in the group and just like, oh, I'm so scared. And I just end up leaving because I was so anxious. I just ended up walking around, and I just walked around and didn't talk to anybody, and I kept like walking until I discovered the game lounge. The game lounge was so cool. I was like, what? They have video games in here? I was like super hyped. I was like super excited to go play some video games. I was like, this is gonna make my day a little bit better, help me release some anxiety. I was super excited. I walked around the game room for a little bit, and the one thing that stood out to me the most was VR. I always wanted to play VR. I didn't have a VR headset, and I knew it looked so much fun. I had already watched lots of VR chat content, and I was like, oh, I really want a headset so bad, but they were just too expensive. Two games that they had at the time was Super Hot and Beat Saber. And I played so much Beat Saber. I played this all the rest of the evening. That's what I did, just played Beat Saber over and over and over. I played that until it got really late, and I had to head back to my hotel because it was like midnight and I was super sleepy. And so I was like, okay, I'm tired. I've had a pretty anxious day. I just want to go and take a nap and try to get ready and try to have a better day tomorrow. Try to get more interactions and try to take more photos and maybe try to make some friends. I head outside and it's storming. It's literally pouring. Like, it's a horrible storm. It's a thunderstorm, there's lightning, it's pouring down rain. So I sprint over to the parking garage where my car was at. I get ready to leave. And mind you, since I didn't have a debit or credit card, I made sure the machine took cash before I got there because all I had was cash on me. After I get to my car, I pull down to the ticket machine to pay. And I get up there, I give it my ticket, and I go to put the cash in, and the cash is not being accepted. Like, the machine just not even working at all. It's not even taking it in. I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? And so I keep trying, it's not working. I press for assistance on the thing. A lady comes on, and she's like, oh, I don't know, if it's not working, you need to use a card. I'm like, I don't got a card. She's like, well, that's how you gotta do it. Like, you just gotta pay it with card. I'm like, girl, I don't have a card. Like, I have the cash here, I just don't have a card. And she just hangs up on me. She just says, I don't know, sorry, and just hangs up. What do I do? And behind me, cars are stacking up. Like, there's so many cars behind me, and it's like a concrete, like, it's concrete on both sides. So it's like 5 or 6 cars are like stacked in this concrete way. Security comes out there finally, and I'm like, hey, your card, like, the cash is not working. And he's like, oh, you gotta use card. I was like, I got the cash, I just don't have a card. And he's like, well, you gotta have a card. Like, I can't do anything. I was like, here, just take the cash and just lift it up. Like, it's 20 bucks, shows up on the screen, here's 20 bucks, just let me go. So all these people can go. And he was like, no, you gotta go get a card. You gotta go get a prepaid card, actually. And I was like, prepaid card? Where am I gonna get a prepaid card at midnight? And he was like, oh, there's a CVS up the road. And I look at him, I'm like, a CVS? It's storming outside. You want me to run in this thunderstorm and like pouring down rain? He said, yeah, you gotta run out there and go find a prepaid card. And he made all the cars behind me move. Like, they all had to back up so that I could back up and park my car and then run in this storm to a CVS that he gave me directions to go to. And mind you, since this is my first time being at this con, I had no idea you could just go through the con to get to the food court and then find the CVS. I had no idea. Like, I was completely lost. So I'm running in the rain. And where the CVS is, if you know, it's like there's like these stairs that had to go down to it. It's like this like opening thing, and you just stairs you have to go down.
Editing Mark here. Actually, you could go in from the outside, but I was freaking out, so I had no idea that you could do that.
I had no idea. So I'm just running around in this rain around the stair area that I thought was like a subway entrance or something, because I don't live in the city. I live out in the boondocks, and I'm like, where the heck is this thing? I don't know what I'm looking for. Finally find it. I'm like, oh, it's down these stairs. I'm sopping wet. I go down there, and it's closed. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's closed! I'm super defeated. I feel like crap because I'm covered in water, and so I run all the way back to my car. I sit in my car, and I just sit there and ponder if I should just go home if I can get out. I'm pretty upset, and I'm not happy. I was just really defeated. So I ended up getting my cash, walking to the card reader, and standing there soaking wet, asking people as they drove up, said, hey, if I give you this cash, could you use your card to get me out? I don't have a credit card or a debit card, and the cash reader's not working. It took 4 to 5 cars before finally someone was like, oh yeah, I got you. And I finally was able to get out. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let this completely ruin my night. I drove all the way to my hotel, or motel, and I get there, I go inside, I'm sopping wet, I give the guy my ID, he asks for the card I used. I said, oh, it was a prepaid card. I don't got it with me. Like, it's just not a card I keep. He was like, oh, I needed the card. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. He was like, okay, also, you're 19. You have to be 21 to stay here. I'm like, 21? Bro, I'm an adult now. I was like, I have to be 21? I was like, look, I just got done doing all this stuff in the rain. I explained everything to him. He was like, okay, I'll let you stay, but you gotta pay me cash to pay for the room because you don't have the card. I was like, ugh. I had to pay him $250, which is, yeah, it's not a lot, but for someone that's only making $7.25 an hour, that's a lot of money. I was like, ugh. And I already paid it once, and so that means I paid like a whole bunch. I was like, ah, I just paid a whole bunch of money for this. And he's like, you'll get your money back on that card eventually. I was like, eventually. Luckily, I did get to stay. I just remember getting into my room, dropping all my clothes off, and going to bed. I get up, I'm like, okay, time to try day 2 out. I go ahead and head over to the con, and for a few minutes, I just walk around without like the onesie on. I actually had a Majira Strawberry fan badge on, and with my badge, and like I didn't have like a persona, so I just had like that and like my other little badges I had like for like things I bought. People kept coming up to me saying, "Are you Majira Strawberry?" I was like, "No, it's a fan badge." I had to keep showing people this fan badge because they kept coming up to me saying, "Are you Majira Strawberry?" Because this is like the height of the time. Like everybody was talking about Majira and stuff like that, so it was like super like popular. And I kept getting people asking me about it, and I was getting so anxious because I was like, I'm not. So I ended up taking the badge off and like putting it away later on. After a little bit, I decided to wear my TV head. So I used to have a TV head, and I really liked it. It was like my cosplay item I would wear around for random stuff. It was just something I had, and I was like, I'm gonna wear my TV head. So I go put it on. I have a picture of it somewhere. I go and put it on, and I'm walking around, and it's really hot in this thing because it's like there's no ventilation in this TV head. And I'm walking around, and I start feeling super anxious because I can't see very well. I'm kind of just pathing like the second or third floor of the con space, like just circling, and I'm like super anxious, and my anxiety gets super high, and like I'm super stressed, and I didn't really know what to do, and I don't know why I was like so freaking out. Out of the blue, this guy with this big giant camera comes up to me and says, "Wow, I really like your persona. Can I get a video of you?" And I said, yeah, you can get a video of me. I was so freaked out. He said, "Okay, just like do something for the camera." And all I do is I wave and I turn around really fast and I run away. I just run away. And he was probably like recording like, "Okay, go." What? Where's he going? He's running away. I ran. I booked it. I was so scared. And I ran all the way back to my car and took the TV head off because I was like, oh my God, I'm scared. I don't want to wear it no more. And so I end up just going back inside, and I go to the game lounge again, and I decide to chill out there because I was like, this is like the comfortable area for me. I'm cozy, and I just play VR. And these people, like these guys, show up, and I'm sitting there by myself, and he's like, "Hey, you just sitting here by yourself?" I was like, "Yeah." And I just pretty much explained to him what's going on, like what my night's been like and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, well, you should just come hang out with us." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I don't mind. I've got nothing else to do." And he's like, "I know how I'm gonna make your con so much better." I was like, "Really? How?" He's like, "Have you ever fursuited?" I was like, "No, this is my first con. I'm gonna go put you in a full suit." I was like, "What? A full suit?" I was so excited. I was like, "Wait, I'm gonna get the full suit? On my first con, I'm gonna get to put on a full suit." I was so thrilled. We went back to their room, and I put on everything and got the suit. I was so happy. It like literally made my con so much better. I felt so much relief having some people to talk to, getting to wear the fursuit. It was so hot, and I know that now more than ever since I have a full suit now. But I had so much fun running around in this thing. I full suited for maybe like an hour or so. We played in like the game room with the full suit. I like played like with like these magnetic Lego like things. I don't know what they're called. I have the video somewhere. I played with them. It was so much fun. I had a great time. I had an amazing time because of them, and it really helped out because I was so depressed and I was so tempted to just go home and give up on the con. And if that happened, I might have just given up on the whole fandom stuff because I would have just had a horrible time and been so scared that I don't want to do that again. Luckily, I had a great time right at the end that helped me stay with it, and I've been enjoying it so much ever since then. And now I do so much in the fandom. I do fursuit stuff, I make videos and content, I'm working on my own clothing line. Like, I'm doing so much now with it, and I'm really happy. And that's how my FWA went, my first ever convention. It was pretty bad, but luckily it had a really good ending, and I was really happy. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate everybody that has subscribed and that's been watching and really enjoying my content. There's so much more I have planned. I'm a little busy, so it's a little hard to get to it all, but yeah, I got a lot planned and a lot I want to do. So yeah, subscribe, like, and just follow all my other socials if you want to keep up with my stuff. I do a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night or wherever it is for you. Bye!